the largest part of the delegation. Yes, the way. Girls, from the onset, I want to say that you form a very, very important part of the student council. Not only of the student council, but of the school. If the school is to move in the right direction, then you have to do your work and do it right. Congratulations. Let's look at your responsibilities. One, ensure academic excellence in their classes, including setting of goals and targets, which means that you are supposed to strategize on how to excel academically in your classes. Set up the goals, set up the targets for every examination. When the exams are released, analyze the results. See where you went wrong, what needs to be done. So if we come to a class and there is nothing academic like the target, there is no motto in that class, then you know that the leadership there is wanting. Number two, maintain order in class at all times to create a conducive reading environment. There is something that I call the environment in a class. And when I talk about the environment in a class, I'm not talking about the order of desks, but I'm talking about the spirit that is in a class. You've seen scenarios where there is a class that is always the balance. Senior, maybe alpha, for example. Alpha, equal shida. It is because of the spirit that is in that class. And most likely it is because of one or two fellows. Wanasimama asema nini hata mnatia bidii nini hata mkifanya nini hakuna hamtapita. So there is a spirit that has come into a class, and the class has imbibed that spirit, the class has accepted that spirit. So please ensure that you have the right spirit, a competitive, supportive spirit in your class. So other than that, you maintain order. We don't want situations where a teacher comes in and they can't find a pathway to work. You find bags that are stood, books are thrown all over. At any given time, the class should be orderly in order to create a conducive environment for studies. Then you promote teamwork amongst members of the class. Ensure that the members work as a team in everything that you undertake. But the teamwork should be positive. It is also possible to have teamwork that is counterproductive. You draw up the class duty rota in conjunction with other class members. That is why utasema Monday ni kina nani wanafanya, Tuesday ni kina nani, weekend ni kina nani wanafanya. That is self-explanatory. Ensure proper use of materials in class, e.g. charts, books, notices, furniture, etc. There are people who keep on writing on the walls, writing on the charts, tearing the charts or the notice, the items that have been put in the notice boards. You check against such fellas. Recently, we were dealing with a case of a fellow who just walked out and the other two akatoka. Everything that was in class was as if alikuwa anapiga rubber stamp. And then we went to the CCTV and reviewed it. So and so. Report any breakages or damages of materials in class. If there is a broken window, report na useme ni nani alivunja. Kama kuna kiti imevunjika useme ni nani alivunja. Kama kuna kitu imevunjika, report. Depending on the policy of the school, action will be taken. And then issue exercise books to replace newly filled up ones. You are the one who goes to the store, isn't it? Yes. So if there are students who require books, you go and replace them. And replace them during breaks, eh? Usiwatoke kwa list ndio tunaenda kuleta either tea break, short break, lunch break, games time. And then maintain high standards of cleanliness in the class at any given time. Ensure that there is high standards of cleanliness. Coordinate and assist subject teachers in the organization and performance of such activities as study groups, class meeting, inter-class competition. If there is work that has been given by a teacher that you do in groups, you ensure that it is done. If there is inter-class competition, you ensure that the class has a team and you come out to cheer. If there is a class meeting, you are the one who is chairing and ensure that the class meeting is productive. A class meeting is not an assembly for raising complaints. It is also an assembly where you agree on the way forward. If you agree on what is it that you need to do so that you move forward, especially academically. And then take daily attendance to lessons by teachers and students. There is a sheet that you are given by the deputy principal, isn't it?
Yes.
So you take attendance and then ensure you surrender on a daily basis, and also take roll calls of the class. And report absent students in class. If there is a student who is absent, report immediately. Do not wait that you say, I thought she was in the dormitory. I thought she had gone to another class. That thinking of yours may be too late for action to be taken. And then welcome and introduce new students to the class. If they are new students, you welcome them, introduce them, induct them on the expectations of that class. And then report any issues raised by students within in the class to the class teacher. And then of course do other duties as assigned by